So LLCs are a great asset protection tool, but think of it like a magic spell. If you cast a spell incorrectly, there's no magic there. So in order for an LLC to provide the protection that you want and for a creditor to not be able to pierce the corporate veil and get at your assets personally, you'd have to cast the spell correctly. So think of an LLC as a fence, and it keeps some things in and some things out, and those things are risks. So what risk does it keep in the LLC? Risk pertaining to the LLC. So if you own a piece of commercial real estate and someone slips and falls and they sue the LLC, they will get money from the LLC, but they won't get money from you personally. So that's risk that it keeps inside the fenced area. Now, what about risks outside the fence area? Let's say you're driving your car and you run over somebody and they sue you personally. They can get your personal assets, but hopefully won't get to the LLC assets, and that's keeping risk out. So as I said, it's a magic spell, but the spell has to be cast correctly. And here are some common ways that the spell fails because you cast it incorrectly. One, it's a single member LLC. You're much more likely to have the assets protected from judgment creditors if it's a multi-member LLC than it is if it's a single member LLC, because judges sometimes view the single member LLCs as a alter ego. It's just there for you to do whatever you do. And if it is only you, then it is much more likely for a judge to pierce the corporate veil and get at those assets if you're sued in your personal capacity. Two is that you are not doing things the proper way in terms of books and records. So it's very easy to get online and form an LLC and submit it with the state, and you have the filing fee and it looks like it's active. But if you get sued and they find out that you never prepared an operating agreement or had meetings or opened a separate bank account or did anything like that, they're much more likely to say that this is just something that didn't follow the proper form, and it might fail, and then they might be able to pierce the corporate veil. And another one is very simple. So if you file with the state, there are annual things that you have to do to keep it current, such as filing your income taxes for that and the filing fee. And if you don't file the filing fee and they look it up your LLC and it says that it's inactive or delinquent, it's more likely that a judge will say like, well, this isn't a real LLC because it's not current with the state anymore. So if the state doesn't recognize it, why should the courts? It could be that you undercapitalized it. So if you formed an LLC and it doesn't have the correct capital in there to do what it's doing, and then you have to keep feeding it money, then you undercapitalized it, and they can pierce the corporate veil that way. So that's why it's important for you to have insurance or enough capital to do what it is that it needs to do. So if you found this helpful, like and subscribe so that you'll see future videos like this and it helps the algorithm. My name is Pete and I'm an attorney with 25 years experience. And if you'd like to work with me either on a consulting or legal basis, you can get in touch with me through the info in the bio or through my website, turnkeyfamilyoffice.com. And because I'm a lawyer, I'll give you the disclaimer. Although I'm a lawyer, I'm not your lawyer. This is for educational and informational purposes only, is not intended to be legal advice, and doesn't create an attorney-client privilege between you and I. If you have your own questions about your own legal situation, discuss it with your own legal counsel. Have a great day, everyone.